there, look.
Oh yeah. That is wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is proper wildfowling weather.
Wildfowling is completely different to anything else. It's just so raw and stripped back, and everything about it's so barren and exposed. And you never know what you're going to get. You can go down one day and, you know, it can be perfect conditions and you can just see nothing. Or you can go down on not a great day, the weather's not really playing, the tide's not great, and you can just be inundated with duck and geese, and that's what keeps it alive. It makes it magical because you never know what you're going to get, and that's the excitement that gets me going and keeps me going back. Yeah, so you've got the channels that come down here, and this comes off the main mouth of the estuary, and they love it down here. It gets so sheltered, and they've got sandfire and they can rest through here. Obviously with that strong northwesterly, they tuck in behind here and just sit. It's perfect to catch them, especially with the decoys. At this point here in the gutter, it's like the narrowest point. It's perfect because this is like a bottleneck. It just funnels all the duck through, and then it's just everything's within shooting range there. So we'll set up down here, look, so the hide netting matches in with the natural sort of forage here. Then we've got a nice line of flight here through the two.
Sort of sit in this edge.
Sit in this edge, and then we've got a nice line here, stay low to the marsh, because they'll see like a sore thumb if you stick out here.
Right, let's get this done. I've got to get this gear off.
Your sandwiches are a bit soggy.
Oh! You can't take it away from these wildfowling boys. It's not easy. It really is not easy. I've been looking forward to this trip for, it's probably been lined up a couple of months now, and it's the closest thing to me actually, do you know, that takes me back to my childhood. Like, I'm sure we can all relate to something when we were kids where you couldn't sleep the night before, or maybe 2 or 3 nights before. You know, it was going over in my head. I was imagining the things or anticipating the things I wanted to see or hoped to see. So when it came, again, knowing Charlie, I knew it was going to be hard work, and having worked for me for quite a while, I knew that it was probably going to be his chance to push sort of my limits, and he certainly has. Yesterday, walking out onto the marsh for the first time in some unfavourable weather, to say the least, but very favourable for wildfowling. It was a challenging from the word go, just putting that bag on my back full of wet, heavy nets and lead weights for the decoys, and challenging Charlie on why he had the lighter bag. But that's what it's all about. It is a very solitary sport, but on the other hand, it's so easily enjoyable if you do it with the right people.
There's some goldies, Lance.
Yeah, they're non-stop. They're in with the greens, Charlie.
Yeah. So we can shoot all the way up to that pill that sticks out in the water.
I don't know if that's where they're heading or whether they're veering off because we're here.
There's a flight line through here, because that's where the seawall's broken through.
Right, got you.
And obviously everything this side we can shoot.
We get set up, and if they continue to do that, wouldn't it?
I mean, the decoys would sit better out there because it's too deep in the channel at the moment. The problem is we're too close to the middle of the channel to drop anchor for the decoys.
Oh, I think that
try on this little ridge here, look.
That option seems to be better. There's definitely more moving through that channel.
I'll take the heavy stuff, don't you worry.
There's nothing to do with the 10 kilos of decoy weights in the back of the rucksack.
Shush.
You forgot my sandwich, Charlie.
No, I don't mind.
You can't leave that here, mate.
The dog nearly had that. We're really lucky in the club here that you get, with your membership, 4 people a year you can take out on the marsh as a guest. I quite often come down, take people out, give them a bit of an introduction into wildfowling. People love it. It's a whole new experience. It's not like any form of shooting. You do get muddy, you do get wet, you do get cold, and you don't always get ducks at the end of it, but it's definitely experiences that you never forget.
we're making a proper idea. The wind is savage, so going to crisscross the sticks in the front, give it that stability, protection from the wind, and yeah, we're going to be set here for a while, so want to get it right. Wildfowling for me is an adventure. It's a chance for me to pit my wits against a truly wild bird. You know, it's extreme, it's hard, you really have to work at wildfowling. It's not something like, you know, a driven day where you walked onto a nice peg. It feels like you're truly hunting. There's something almost primal about it, I guess. Like it really is that in-depth hunt. You've got everything against you, you know, the weather, the conditions, the rivers, marsh, you know, whether you're on a marsh, an estuary, a foreshore. It's dangerous, you know, it's a really dangerous sport, and if you don't know and learn your craft correctly, you know, you can find yourself in some really scary situations.
So with the decoying, you're putting out patterns, which is a group of decoys to try and lure in your intended quarry. So for us today, it's ducks. It's normally wigeon, teal and mallard on this estuary. I always like to have 2 patterns out. I think it tends to take the pressure off the ducks. They're looking at the decoys and not looking at you. Like I say, with a day flight here, you've got all the light around you, so that all eyes are on you. So there's as many distractions for the ducks as you can is always better. And they work off an anchored line. So we go out with waders, put our decoys out, set up specific patterns, working with the tides and the wind, and really just trying to make the most realistic picture you can. Yeah, in terms of decoy position, I like them in like a little bit of a D. When you watch them in the wild, naturally they do sit in that sort of curve shape. I think mainly it's just looking out. We get a lot of Marsh harriers that come down here. There's a pair that's down here at the moment, and it's just sort of more natural when you see them out in the wild. They always sit in that D and they're all sort of facing outwards.
Charlie, hurry up, mate, they're all coming.
Oh, I didn't unclip that one. Hold on, try to leave that hen.
This is mega exciting. Just feel that anticipation building with the wind, the tides rushing in now, like everything's sort of coming together. The hides up looks absolutely awesome. Just know that witching hour is not far away now, Charlie. Mate, it's just horrible.
Get the excuses out now before the shooting begins.
This is horrible. I don't know what it is. It's all these layers, mate. You're fully clothed, huge coats, waders, you know, you're at a massive disadvantage. I think that's one of the things I like about it most for me, is my shooting skills are challenged. I've shot for a long time now, and by no means I'm saying I'm the best shot, but I know what I need to be challenged, and wildfowling definitely does that. Your feet are stuck in the mud, you can't pivot, all those things you were taught when you were younger, like how to shoot, how to make it easier for yourself. I've gone through those stages to get, you know, to where I'm happy, and I'm almost undoing them now. You're putting yourself in mud where you can't move your feet, in coats where the gun is not fitted, it's too long, or the stock's too short, or, you know, there's water and moisture all down the bead of the gun or the rib of the gun. It's wet, it's slippery, you know, I could go on. There's a lot of if, buts and maybes in wildfowling. If only I wouldn't have left that spot, if only the weather had been different. But every now and again, whether it be once a season, maybe more if you're lucky, you know, it could be once in a lifetime, all those if, buts and maybes come right, and the foreshore can give up a spectacular prize.
Anything comes down, we'll just say I shot it.
Yeah, we'll have to, because if the camera's actually on you, then they'll see you've shot us nothing.
Yeah, that'd be embarrassing, wouldn't it? Coming back. That's it?
Yep. Yeah. There's one coming right over the coil's tail.
Oh, he's coming.
He's seen him, he's seen him. What are you saying, Charlie?
Right, I'll get on the decoys, ready? about to say we should have a shot in a minute and see if they can get up.
Like those teal came into them coys. Did you see the first two?
If we probably should, they're going to wrap there, something coming low over there.
When you said duck, I looked round and there was one literally.
When you said duck, I just squatted down.
See, that tide has right got them off, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's coming this way.
And Charles, you take it. Is it?
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this short clip of one of our films. If you enjoyed it, there is plenty more. Head over to fieldfoodandcountry.co.uk and become a member today.